Welcome, PELWELL family, to PELWELL Blend. Today, we're going to do a yoga-inspired sequence. So you are going to need a set of yoga bricks. For the last part of class, which will be mostly core work, you are also going to need a Pilates ball, but you're not going to need that for the first 30 minutes. So if it's kind of in your space, feel free just to set it off to the side and then grab your yoga bricks for the first 30 minutes of our workout, which is yoga-inspired. We're going to meet in Malasana lift. So you're going to need both your bricks on their highest setting and meet me kneel down onto your shins. Let me just turn my phone on Do Not Disturb so everything doesn't get all disturby. Okay, so grab your bricks on the highest setting. So we're basically going to be scooping up and in through the abdominals by lifting up and pulling everything in, rounding the spine. Feel free to leave the ankles on the floor if you need to, or we can float everything up off the mat by scooping in the abdominals. So it's a lot of core strength, but we want to still press through the high end of those blocks through the upper body. So we're going to go for about 5 reps. So make sure it's right about mid-thigh. Press firmly through those bricks. Lift up for 5. Really press through those arms. See if you can get the feet to come off the floor. 1 more. And then slowly settle back down. So I hope you felt that a little bit in the abdominals. Take the bricks behind you. Set yourself up for tricep dips. So if you want a little bit more leveled up version, keep them on their high setting, or feel free to bring them to the low or mid. So 10 tricep dips. Elbows are driving straight back. You're dropping the hips and lifting the hips. Feel the back of the arms. 1 more. And slowly release. Extend the legs out long. Bring the bricks to the mid-height, placing it right around the hips. We're going to do those lifts again through the core, so press through, lift the hips off the floor. If you want, you can start to play around by lifting 1 leg. Maybe you even can float both legs as you lift up. So really press through those bricks, strong through your upper body. Hold the abdominals in. 1 more here. And slowly release. Flip the bricks so they're on their highest setting behind the hips. Coming back into those tricep dips. So bend the knees, lift up, elbows drive straight back. Stay with your breath. And slowly release after you get 10 full repetitions. You only need 1 brick. Play it on the lowest setting next to the ankles. So we're gonna lift the abdominals and lift the legs up and over. Try not to lean back, but stay up nice and tall, and hands are gonna stay in front of the hips. Tenth the fingers, hold the abdominals in, lengthen the spine, and then up and over. So we wanna use the lower abdominals, those hip flexors, to lift up and over that brick. So you'll probably feel a lot of quads too, especially as the legs are really active. So you'll find a little lean back, but try not to round the spine and lean back. Use mostly lower abs and hip flexors to lift up and over. 1 more on each side. And release. Grab the bricks, highest setting behind you, back to tricep dips. By now we know them, so when you're ready, get right into it. Drive those elbows back. Once you hit 10, release, roll the shoulders out, shake it out, nice job. So we're gonna come all the way up to standing. You only need 1 brick. So we're gonna do offset squats. So on the lowest setting, bring the block though to about the middle of your mat because we're gonna need space to move laterally. Right foot on the brick, left foot on the floor. So drive through the right leg, and we're just gonna drop the hips down center, but a little bit offset. I feel like something just came through the speakers and I don't know what that was. Drop the hips and lift. You got it, down and up. Really try to sink low into those legs. Keep driving through the foot that's on the brick. Drop the hips straight down center. And then we're gonna go up and over. So sink into it, explode up, and land on the other side. If you lose the brick, just keep an eye on it and try to land soft. If you don't feel comfortable on the brick, just step behind it and still do side to side big jumps. A moment to really get that heart rate up. Drop those hips, sink nice and low. You got it. Stay with it. Breathe. Keep an eye on that brick. Drop those hips. The next time the right foot lands, hold. Whew. Step the left foot back. Going into lunges. So firmly ground that right foot. Lower all the way down and lift back up. Breathe. Keep the chest nice and tall. Core is really strong. Stay with it. Feel those quadriceps. Try to get that knee of the back leg lower than the brick if you can. Chest nice and lifted. Stay with it. Whew. And release. All right, grab your brick. Wide setting. We're gonna place it in between the inner thighs. So wide chair, down and up. So squeeze that brick from the inner thighs. Hold it at the bottom and pulse. So it's like a chair squat in yoga, a wide chair squat. So I need your chest lifted and your hips dropping. Weight is in the heels. When you look down, you can still see all 10 toes. Stay down and pulse. Stay with it. Really squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze that brick. Fire up through those inner thighs. Stay with it. Almost there. Hold at the bottom. Don't stand up, but switch so you're on the lowest setting. So we're coming into a regular chair. Sink a little deeper and squeeze. Squeeze and pulse. Stay nice and low. Really squeeze that brick, squeeze that brick. Lots of inner thighs. Core is strong. When you look down, you still see all 10 toes. Lots of legs, lots of legs. 3, 2, and release up. Right into the other side for those squats. So brick in the middle of the mat, left foot on the brick, down and up. You should really feel those inner thighs after squeezing that brick here. Nice job. Down and up, down and up. Stay with it. Drop the hips dead center. So try not to lean into the right leg. Keep the chest nice and tall. Drop your hips. You got it. Stay with it. We're gonna go right into those up and overs. So keep an eye on the brick. If you don't feel comfortable, step behind it. Ready, set, start from the bottom, explode up, explode up. Land that whole foot on the brick. Super agile, so we're soft and light through the body. Get that heart rate back up. Keep your chest lifted, drop your hips. Stay with it. Whew. Next time the left foot lands, hold. Whew. Lunges. Try to get that back leg, your right knee, lower than the brick if you can. So the brick helps us get fuller range of motion to dig a little deeper into those legs. Take a moment to breathe. Keep your chest nice and lifted. Stay with it. Almost there. Last one. Breathe, release. Awesome job. Wide chair. Grab the brick, mid-setting, squeeze in those inner thighs, drop down, and pulse. Still see all 10 toes, hips drop, chest lifted. Really squeeze that brick between the inner thighs. So apply pressure, building tension and fire through the inner thighs. Stay with it, breathe. 3, 2, don't stand up. Switch the brick so you're in regular chair, pulse. Stay low, stay deep into the squats. Stay with it. 3, 2, don't stand up, back to wide. Pulse it down. Keep squeezing through that inner thigh. I need you really putting pressure on the sides of those bricks. Stay with it. Core is strong, chest is lifted. Drop the tush. You got it. Slowly release up, set the brick off the legs, shake it out. Okay, we're gonna transition to bridge. So we need both bricks. On their lowest setting, we're gonna put our feet on them. So the bricks are about hip distance. Meet me in the bridge pose. So heels on the bricks, scoot your tush towards them. And then I want you to lift up into the bridge and then lower back down. So press firmly through the heels. Make sure the knees aren't bowing out to the side when we lift, but they're staying right over those ankles. And we're really squeezing the glutes at the top. So activating through the hamstrings, through the glutes. 10 reps here. Really squeeze at the top. Okay, so hold at the top, half range reps, halfway down and up, halfway down and up. Core is strong to protect the low back. We want to focus on those hamstrings and on the tush. Make sure your shoulders are firmly grounded with the floor and you're pressing through the heels. We have 20 more here, half range reps, stay with me. Make sure the knees are staying parallel, tracking up towards the ceiling. I hope you feel the backside of the body now. Come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, come on, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top, press through the heels, stay, stay, stay. Nice deep breath. Oh, slowly roll down. So we need one brick, so set one off to the side, coming back to bridges, but with that inner thigh engagement. So place the brick between the inner thighs. So you can choose either low setting or mid setting, depending on the hip frame. But same as when we did in our chair, squeeze the inner thigh. So I want you to try to like break that brick between the inner thighs and then regular bridges. So press through the heels as you lift and lower. Active through the inner thighs by holding that brick, but we're also really strong through the hamstrings and the tush. So make sure you're not being lazy and just holding the brick softly between the inner thighs. I want you to really try to make the inner thighs touch. You're trying to break through that brick and bring the legs together. You should feel those inner thighs fire up as soon as you apply a little more tension. Hold it up, half range reps, half range reps. Stay with it. Really up and squeeze, up and squeeze. Core is strong, protect your lower back. Squeeze that brick, press to the heels. Stay with me, 20 more, come on. Keep squeezing that brick. Lift those hips. You should feel inner thighs and hamstrings like crazy right now. Stay with it, come on, you got it. Whew, 10, 9, come on, 8, 7, let's go, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release down. Awesome job, awesome job. Shake the legs out. Ah. Go ahead and flip it over. We're coming into a plank series. So you want your bricks a little wider than shoulders distance on the lowest setting. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. A little closer than shoulder, because we're gonna go high plank on the bricks to low plank off to the side. So you need space to come onto the forearms. So to get set up, come into tabletop. Make sure the hands are on the bricks on the lowest setting. Tuck the toes under and come into your high plank. Hold for 10. Pull the abdominals up and in. A little bit of rounding through the upper back. Since this is more yoga, less regular fitness. 3, 2, with control, try not to rock the hips. Lower onto the forearms to frame the bricks. Core is nice and strong. Breathe. Walk it back up. Hold. Core is nice and strong. Wrists directly under the shoulders. Breathe. Press the heels back. Lower back down onto the forearms. Stay, stay, stay. Abdominals strong. Breathe. Almost there. Walk it back up. Hold for 10. Slight rounding through the spine, abdominals strong. Breathe. Last time, lower down. Always feel free to modify by coming onto the knees, but stay in your plank. You got this. 3, 2, drop the knees. Nice job. Okay, so you need 1 brick. Off to the side, slightly in front. Come back to your forearm plank on the floor. Stay for 5. Pull the abdominals up and in. Nice and strong through the core. You're going to use your left hand, set the brick off to the left side of your mat. Come back to your forearm plank. Breathe. Left hand grabs the brick, take it back to the front of the mat. Come back to your forearm plank. Breathe, strong core. Stay with it. Right hand, grab it, take it to the right side of your mat. Come back to your forearm plank. Really strong through the abdominals. Watch the hip wiggle. And now take it back to the front with the right hand, back to that forearm plank. Keep the shoulders over the elbows, nice and strong. Take that brick right back to the right side of your mat. Come back, hold. And slowly release. Come up to a high plank. We're gonna do the same thing this time, but we're gonna bring the brick like cross body as if we were gonna drag dumbbells. So come into your high plank. Use your right hand under the left, take the brick to the right side of the mat, come back to center 5. Use your left hand to grab the brick, to take it to the left side of the mat, come back to high plank. Make sure you're not piping the hips up, core is really strong. Use the right hand to grab it, take it to the right side of the mat, back to plank. Be really strong to the upper body, pull the crown of the head long, press to the heels, grab it, the block with the left hand, come back to center, hold. Keep pulling the abdominals up and in. Grab the brick with the right hand, right side of the mat, hold, plank, breathe, and release down. Oh. Roll the shoulders, nice job. All right, you need 1 brick, meet me on your back. Legs are gonna extend out straight. Reach, we're gonna do pulse crunches, reaching the brick like towards the ankles. So you wanna lift the shoulders up and off the floor. And no, this is not our core section yet, but it is gonna be a lot of abdominals right now. So really focus on lifting the chest towards the rib cage. So we're not hinging and pulling on the neck by just trying to throw the head up. Stay with your breath. Keep reaching that block down towards the ankles, super strong through the upper abdominals. Stay with it, breathe. Hold, 3, 2, bring it all the way up, and you're gonna use your brick for Russian twists. You can leave the heels on the floor or float them if you wanna level up. Just try to keep your knees stable and really try to get that brick all the way to the floor. And the further out you reach the brick, the harder this will be. The closer it stays to the body, the more modified it will be. So if you wanna really level up without floating the feet, reach the brick out far away from the body. Feel the twist through those obliques. Stay with it. Breathe. Come all the way back down center, back to those crunches. Reach the brick towards the ankles. Crunch up without pulling on the head or neck. If the brick is too much and you need a little assistance, feel free just to leave it on the body. Fingertips come behind the ears. Without pulling on the neck, the hands are just acting as a support for the head, so you have a little assistance. That's there for you if you need it. Take whatever feels best for you. And the next one, bring it all the way up, hold, reach that brick out long, relax the shoulders down. Make sure that the chest is behind the belly button, so we're scooping those abdominals in, really strong through the midsection. Stay for 3, 2, and float up to boat. I need you to lean onto the right hip, so the left hip is floating. We're gonna lower down like a side hollow hold, and then come back up. So inhale, lower, exhale, lift up. So we're balancing on one hip. We're really focusing on the left obliques and into the side body. Stay with it. 5, 4, 3, make sure you're breathing. One more, come back to hip. Or bridge, I don't know what I'm saying. Come back to boat pose, there we go. Hold, hold, hold. Shift onto the other hip, same thing, other side, here we go, 10. So we're on the left hip, right hip is floating. Exhale as you come up. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, come through center, lower down, crunches right into it. Breathe. Keep reaching the brick long or take those fingertips behind the ears. Stay with it. Breathe. Upper abdominals are working. 10, 8, stay with me. 6, come on. 4, come up to boat, hold for 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, come on to that right hip, we're going again, lower down, lift up, lower down, lift up, balancing on the right hip, and then pulling yourself up on the left. So you're literally on one hip, like you're on a side. The other hip is floating, should not be making contact with the floor. You find that lay down, you pull it up, down and up for 10. We're gonna come through center, other side, so drop onto the left hip, pull in the right. You got it. Exhale as you come up. Feel the side abdominals. You got it. 3 more. 2 more. Come through center, hold 10. 5, 4, 3. This is it, drop down, crunches. Let's finish 30. This is it, come on. There's 10, 20 more. Come on. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release down. Set your brick off to the side. Reach the arms overhead. Take up space through the front side body. 3, 2, roll it all the way up. Grab 1 brick. So we're gonna place it on the mid setting because we want it to be narrow enough we can grip it. So we're gonna come into plank. As you shift into down dog, the hand that has the brick floats, reaches back, come back through plank, place the brick on the floor. So basically you're in a 3-pointed plank. Stay with it. 3 more, 2 more. Hold it out long, drop the right knee, left leg floats, bring everything through the center of the body, reach out long. So I want you to really round the spine here, crunch the abdominals up and in. 1 more, drop that left leg, open up to side plank, and then reach the brick underneath the left arm, back up to the ceiling. So big side body crunch, Reach all the way through, let your gaze come behind the arm. One more, hold it up. We're gonna press through the top leg. So your bottom leg, your left leg floats, reach the arm overhead, hand to knee, extend it out long. Hand to knee, extend long. So lots of side body work here. Keep the hips lifted nice and high. Stay with it. Breathe. 2 more. Last one. And slowly release. Come back through center. Take the brick into the other side. Plank to pike. So exhale back, inhale forward. So make sure the abdominals are strong. The hips aren't sagging in the plank. Really strong through the single arm. One more. Drop the left knee, float the right foot. Bring it through the body, bird dog, let's go. Round the spine. Whew. Stay with it. Stay with me. One more. Drop the right leg open, side plank. Reach the arm up high. Reach through the body. Keep the hips lifted up and away from the floor. Breathe. All right, we're gonna finish here strong. So lift this bottom leg, reach it long, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. You got it. So you're bringing the elbow behind the knee. 3, come on. 2, and release. You made it. Roll the shoulders. Shake it out, whatever you need. Take a couple minutes. Grab a towel, grab some water, and then we need our Pilates ball for the next part of class. Make sure you have a Pilates ball, something that's squishy. If you don't have a Pilates ball, you can use like a blanket rolled up so it has some give to it. Or like a yoga mat. You could roll up a yoga mat and just place it behind the low back. But you just need something that has some give to it. Okay, so we're gonna place the Pilates ball, pillow, mat, whatever you got, behind the low back, lean into it. So you want it above the low back, supporting your mid back. Fingertips are gonna come behind the ears. So as we lean back, you're gonna feel that expansion through the front side of the body. So the head is resting in the hands. Make sure it's not like the hands aren't pulling on the head, but they're just providing a nice little support. And we crunch up, lower up, full expansion through the front side of the body when you roll over the ball. So this is gonna give us fuller range of motion than if we were doing sit-ups or crunches on the floor. So you should feel the front side of the body, the abdominals opening up. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you lower. Big crunches. I'm already shaking. This full range of motion will really get you. Hold at the top, now we crunch, little lift. So stay up, you're using the ball for support. So we're gonna now bring the knee in and down. Left, right, left, right, left. So you're still crunching small, but we're also lifting that leg. You got it, come on, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold the right leg in. We twist and lengthen. Twist and lengthen. So it's like a single side bicycle, but really use this fuller range of motion to get the body fully expanded in the lengthening and fully contracted in the twist. Hold it in, little twist, twist. So it's a much smaller range of motion. Keep that right foot flexed. 8, come on. 7, 6, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, drop the heel, hands come next to the chest. Full extension, come up for 2. So it's really slow here. Full extension, full opening, full crunch up at the top, sit up. If you need to adjust the ball, feel free, but stay really strong through your abdominals. One more, one more. Hold at the top, fingertips return back behind the head. Lower halfway down and up. Halfway down and up. Halfway down and up. So the ball is a support, but if we're kind of open through the core the entire time, we're gonna feel it in the lower back, and we don't wanna feel that. So now up and pulse. So I need you to still stay super strong through the core, and even though we have this ball of support, your body is still doing all the work, all the lifting. All right, reach the hands long. If you want, working behind the ears, let's alternate knees. Up, 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 up. We're gonna go into those bicycles to the other side. 3, 2, hold the left, right arm turns behind the head, single side bicycles. We're gonna go into those little tiny crunch twists. Here we go, twist, twist, twist. Stay nice and close. It's like a little tiny pulse. Stay with it. Whew. 3, 2, slowly release. Oh, release the ball. Come all the way down. Let the belly expand. Nice job. Whew. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna roll onto our right side. I'm gonna rotate so I'm not facing the wrong way to you. So the right knee is on the floor. We're gonna place the ball under the right rib cage. Right arm is out long. Left hand returns behind the head, and we crunch up and down. So again, the ball is giving us a fuller range of motion than if we were on the floor. We couldn't get this low over the ball. So I want you to use the ball just to get that bigger range of motion, not to be holding the body up. So really think left elbow to the left hip. Contract through the side abdominals and then fully extend over the ball. Exhale up, lower. Exhale up, lower. 2 more full expressions here. 1 more full expression. Hold at the top. We're gonna float this bottom arm. So up and down, up and down. We still have this little crunch, but we no longer have this hand of support. So it should have instantly gotten a lot harder. Still lift and lower through the crunch and through that arm. Woo! Stay with it, come on. Ooh. Elbow to hip still. Come on. Okay, so we're gonna switch it. So right hand behind the head. We're gonna twist slightly, so roll over the ball, it should come with you. Your chest is open to the ceiling, but your hips are still not really. Both fingers behind the head, crunch up and down. So it's still a left side abdominal crunch. Even though we're slightly open towards the ceiling, the hips are still slightly facing the front. So we're still crunching towards the left side only. You got it, stay with it. Try to get the microphone away from my body so I'm not hitting it. Stay with it, come on. 4, 3, 2, release, switch sides. Whew. All right, same thing. That ball goes under the left, oops, I gotta switch my microphone, hold on. All right, goes underneath the ribs, bottom knee bent, crunch up for 2, and full expression over that ball. So make sure the ball's right under the rib cage. Elbow to hip, really, really working the right side body. You got it, stay with it. And make sure you're still getting the full expression. So we can do this on the floor without a ball, but that ball helps us get a fuller range of motion. So really, really take advantage of it. Stay with it, you got this. All right, on the next one, hold it up. We still crunch, but now we float the bottom arm too. Woo! Instantly it's like 10 times harder. Come on. Ha. Still work the right side body, come on. Here we go, 4, come on. 3, 2 more. Last one. All right, left hand behind the head. Twist open this chest towards the ceiling. Keep the hips open. And now we crunch to the right. So you're still thinking right chest to the right hip. So we're still isolating the right side of the body. Ha. Stay with it. 8, come on. 7, this is it. 6, 5, stay with me. 4, come on. 3, 2, and 1. We're not quite done with core yet. So we're gonna meet on our backs. We're gonna place the ball between the ankles. So we're gonna do some jackknife ball exchanges. So meet me all the way on your back. Make sure the ball's between the ankles. Extend your legs out long. Reach the arms overhead, biceps right next to the ears. As you do this though, make sure you're not popping that ribcage open. Pull the abdominals in, press that lower back into the mat. We're gonna lift the legs and arms over the center of the body and then exchange so the hands have the ball and the legs lower without it. Lift back up and then place the ball back between the ankles and lower back down. So just keep staying here with that exchange. Keep that lower back maintaining contact with the mat the entire time. Nice, slow, and controlled movements here. Entire abdominal working, all of it. Exhale as you bring everything over the center of the body. Inhale as you lower. Whew. Exhale to switch. Inhale to lower. Ah. Lots of core strengthening happening today. Ah. So I just did it, but don't do what I do. Don't drop the ball into the hands. Make the hands grab the ball. As the abs get tired, it might be easy just want to let that ball drop. Stay really strong here. Lower back is strong into the mat. All right, the next time you're up, hold. Bend the knees softly if you need to. Now we just reach with the arms. It's like you're trying to grab the ball, but you can't quite get there. 3, 2, drop the hands, keep the legs up, and now hip lifts. Hip lift. Get the hips up and off the floor, like you're trying to stamp your bottom of your feet on the ceiling. Exhale as you lift. 4, you got it. 3, 2, stay with it. Hold, lower, slow, 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 slow. Lift it back up. If you need to, place the hands under the sits bones. Lower down slow, lift slow. Got it. Whew, breathe. Stay with me. Lower slow and controlled. Lift slow and controlled. 2 more. Up slow. 1 more, stay with it. Lift up slow. And release. Awesome, awesome job. You can set your Pilates ball off the mat. We're done with that. All right, you have 1 minute here to recover. And then we are going to move into a little tiny, very brief, short HIIT circuit. So I need you to grab your yoga brick. We're gonna work for 30 seconds, recover for 30 seconds. 15. We're gonna do our up and over squats just like we did in the first part of class. So start with 1 foot on the brick, doesn't matter which, because we're gonna literally be jumping up and over. And we're gonna keep building off of this specific move. 3, 2, sink low, keep your eye on the brick, up and over. 30-second push. If being on the brick is too intimidating, you're just gonna come behind the brick, but you're still going side to side. You just don't have that level exchange. So if the brick is kind of flopping, the ankle's flopping, ditch it, because I want you to focus on speed and intensity here. Get that heart rate up, 10 seconds, come on. Quick little hit to finish class. Let's go. 3, come on. Recover, recover. All right, make sure you have enough space on each side of the block. We're gonna go up and over, step off, burpee. Up and over, step off, burpee. Whew. 15 seconds out. Start with 1 foot on the brick though. 10 seconds. We sink, explode to the other side, step off, burpee. 3, 2, sink low. Up and over, plant it, foot comes off. Full burpee, all the way up. Plant the foot first. Up and over, foot off, burpee. On, sink low, up and over, foot off, burpee. You got it. 30-second push here. Come on. Stay with it. Whew. Come on, 3 seconds. And recover, recover. All right, same thing. We're adding on a star jack. So you come out of your burpee, star jack, plant the foot, up and over. Get ready, 13 seconds out. Place the foot on the brick. Squat hop overs. Get ready. 3, 2, sink low. Up and over, step off the brick. Burpee, come up, star jack. Foot on the brick, sink low. Up and over, off the brick. Burpee. Bring star jack. Place the foot on the brick, sink low. Over. Star jack. Place the foot on the brick, sink low. Up and over. Burpee. Star jack. Foot on the brick, sink low. Up and over. Rest. Whew. Rest. All right. Final one. We add another burpee. Star jack, burpee. Place the foot, up and over. This is your last push. This is it. We're done after this. 10 seconds out. So give this everything you got. Foot on the brick. Sink low. 3, 2, up and over. Foot off the brick. Burpee. Star jack. A second burpee. Up. Foot on the brick. Sink low. Up and over. 1 burpee. Star jack. Second burpee. Foot on that brick. Sink low. Up and over. 1 burpee. Star jack. Second burpee. Foot on that brick. Up and over. Time. Whew. Awesome job. Awesome job. Oh, that's it. You made it. The end of your PELWELL Blend class. If you need more stretch ideas, you can find them on my YouTube channel. Tomorrow's power workout. So until tomorrow, PELWELL family, be well. See you later.